What's going on, guys? Zuko back with another Shadowlands video. How are you all doing? It is good to see you here. Grab your coffee, kick back and relax. We're going to get into another video about the Rogue. The coffee's good. It's so good. Listen, the Shadow Man is here. We're here to talk about Rogue, baby. I got another plus 15 for you on the Outlaw Rogue. We actually did 12.5K overall, and I'm only 259. Like, I don't have my cinch up to 291 yet. Anyway, it's actually insane. So we did do a different build this time around as well, and I'll get into that in a second because it's really awesome. I told you guys I'm going to start crafting some different legendaries. Let's talk about that really quickly. So, of course, I've been running with Concealed Blunderbuss for a while now, and I really love it. I love the extra playstyle. It procs very, very often. It gives you those free combo points. It's very good. It sort of smooths out the rotation all around, I would say, and adds extra damage. And, of course, you can pump those extra pistol shots into a Blade Flurry for big AoE damage. Very cool. I want to craft Invigorating Shadow Dust because I understand it's a really interesting and different playstyle, and I will absolutely craft that soon. The second 291 legendary I have crafted so far is Greenskin Whiskers. So some of you guys, I think, have been asking about this. Like, hey, play with Greenskins. Try Greenskins. It's really cool. I tried it out in this dungeon. It did a lot of damage overall. It's hard to, like, feel the impact of Greenskins because it's completely passive. If you don't know, it simply says Between the Eyes has a 20% chance per combo point to increase the damage of your next pistol shot by 300%. So Between the Eyes is, of course, the finisher that you have that has a cooldown. It's reduced with Restless Blades, so it's up quite a bit. Every time you can get a full 5 combo point Between the Eyes, you're guaranteed to have a 300% increased pistol shot. Excuse me. So this is a guaranteed damage increase legendary. You're always going to want to use your finishers when you have at least 5 combo points, right? So it's pretty simple to make this thing work. And it does make pistol shot do a lot of extra damage, except, again, with Outlaw Rogue, you can never quite tell because it all goes into Blade Flurry, and it just counts it as Blade Flurry damage. So I can't really tell, like, how much more damage pistol shot did. But I did have some pistol shots that were massive. I had a 28.6K pistol shot that probably, was Blade Flurried. I'm going to show you that actually in the video. So anyway, it's a very fun legendary. Again, it's hard to, like, feel the impact of it compared to something like Concealed Blunderbuss, which goes ding, 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 ding. Like, you can see it when it goes off. So, it's a little bit, like, disappointing playstyle-wise, but I think the damage is solid. I think the damage is really solid. Of course, our tier set bonus also gives us, Between the Eyes for free. Your pistol shot loads extra bullets. When it gets to 6 bullets, it'll fire a Between the Eyes for free as though it spent 6 combo points. So we're also getting the Greenskin Whiskers for free, essentially, because of our tier set as well. So there's obviously straight up synergy there. That's probably why it does a lot of damage. So I ran Kyrian once again, Greenskin Whiskers, and we ran Mechanicos. Let me look at my talents really quickly. Of course, I got off of Weapon Master now and moved to Quick Draw because it's all about that pistol shot and how much damage it does. You're sort of just adding multipliers on top of multipliers now. And, of course, we don't need to necessarily trigger the half-shot use of pistol shot as much anymore because we're not running Blunderbuss. Of course, when you're running the Blunderbuss one, you have to take Weapon Master because it gives you an increased chance of proccing Blunderbuss. So I switched to Quick Draw, and I'm still on Blade Rush, Mark for Death. Everything else is basically the same. Haven't changed anything here. Blade Rush, of course, is, I think, the best AoE thing to take in this row. You have to get used to using it, but, like, it's your only source of uncapped damage for Outlaw Rogue. So you kind of need to take it. So that's that. Let's get into the video. Let's jump in. That's my build, and I'm going to show you the plus 15 that we did. It was a Sanguine Depth. So let me just back this up before I jump right into the video. Oh, it's way back here. Oh, it's way back here. Here we go. Butterfly Festive. That's awesome. We were showing off our transmog here. Okay, let me back it up. Chimmy changed just because.
Misspelled.
Okay. I don't think I would have got it either way. Get into this. Let me get my camera up. Let's do that.
Oh, shit. Sleep, put the key in, dude.
Oh yeah, totally me.
Oh my god. Dude.
Ah, I forgot to put the key in. Of course, it would not be a Zuko video without me forgetting to put the friggin' key in. Okay, here's the opening trash.
I messed up.
So again, you want to do tricks of the trade on your tank. You want to go into stealth, and then you want to do marked for death, and then instantly consume that mark for death with a slice and dice, and also use your roll the bones, of course. So right off the bat, you can see this little icon up here. This is my Greenskin Whiskers buff that I have. So my next pistol shot will do 300% more damage. I have Blade Flurry rolling down here, so my next pistol shot will also cleave. So this is the synergy that you're sort of start thinking about, right? Right now I'm doing 3k DPS. There's my big pistol shot. It only hits 3 targets, because there's only 3 targets in front of me. So maybe I should have waited. But it actually does a lot of damage, especially when you can cleave that 300% pistol shot into all nearby enemies. Not all, but, you know, up to basically 4 or 5 nearby enemies. So we're doing as much damage as we can here. Pretty good. Again, I'm only 259. I'm not even 260 yet. So Sleep is just absolutely cranking damage. He's got some gear on his Survival Hunter, finally. He's kind of getting up there with his gear, and he's just absolutely clapping, which is really good. Kaz doing tons of damage on the Warlock as well.
Try to
let me go to 207.55. I want to talk about. We go through here, and I cloak everybody through it because we don't want to pull this, so I just put cloak up. Shroud, sorry. I always get the Shroud of Consummate. Then we do a double pull right here. This is awesome. So, I have Mark for Death up. I don't have Slice and Dice rolling, I don't think. I should have got it rolling. Anyway, it's fine. I'm waiting to use my Blade Rush. This is the uncapped AoE potential of Blade Rush here. So watch this. Look at my damage. I'm doing 9k right now. 56,000 damage in total. Ready for the Blade Rush? 17.7k. I went from 56,000 total damage to 125,000 total damage. That's 75,000 damage in one Blade Rush. Look at all the numbers. This is why Blade Rush is so good, because it has uncapped AoE potential. There's like 15 mobs here. This is our best chance at doing big damage like this. So, huge Blade Rush damage there. I'm almost catching up to Sleep, and then he starts throwing his friggin' bombs, and it doesn't matter anymore. But we're doing really respectable damage for 259 eye level, and we will just get higher, guys. We're just going to get more and more. We're going to, you know, as the weeks and months go on and I get more gear, we're going to get more and more. So Sleep doing a cool 76k right here. There's a couple moments that I'm going to talk about Sleepy's damage. It's actually ridiculous. He gets some insane numbers in this dungeon. It's so cool to see. So, here we go. Let's get to Kryxis. Couple things I just want to mention on this boss fight. Again, this is a plus 15, so it's not like outrageously dangerous, but it's pretty dangerous. You got to know what you're doing. We have a good opener here on damage. Outlaw Rogue in general has incredible tools to be able to mitigate the damage that comes in here. So, number one, this is an AoE ability, Juggernaut Rush. Everything this guy does is AoE. And I forgot to press Feint here, but you could press Feint here, and it would reduce all damage you take by, I don't know, it's 30%, I think. It's just ridiculous. So, nope. I should have fainted there,
it's not
and I didn't.
To cloak. I'll get the other
but
thing.
You have Cloak to reduce all damage taken in terms of magic, which happens here when he does his big crash down, and you have Feint to reduce the crash down as well. Look at Lynx doing his Kyrian thing, popping off like a Chad. Here's Severing Smash. I'm going to cloak this to take 0 damage. Here we go. Cloak. I just run back in. Not a big deal. Taking 0 damage. Then, the next time it comes around, Juggernaut Rush. I should Feint here as well. I keep forgetting to Feint this, so that's literally just my fault. Because you just take less damage if you Feint. It's that simple. He does a big smash here in a second. Severing Smash. 4, 3, 2, 1. Here it comes. So this one I do Feint. So I Feint it. Look, I took basically no damage. And then as they get exploded, I take no damage as well. So Feint is just really efficient. Like 30% DR basically whenever you want it. It's really disgusting. So make sure you use that. Here's this disgusting AoE pull that Sleepea does a bunch of damage. We start doing a little bit of damage. Here's another extremely big Blade Rush coming up here. I'm doing 11K. Here comes Blade Rush. Right now. I'm doing 9K. Boom. 19K. It added 10K DPS. Now, watch Sleepea. Watch the Survival Hunter. 50K, 60K, 70K, 80K, 78 to 80, 87, 93, 100. He hit 100. Did you see that? 101K. Absolutely crazy damage from Sleep. He does even more later. We're going to look at that later.
Okay.
He just does.
I almost did as much damage as you there. It was close.
It was real close.
Me and Sleep. It was really close. Did you see the numbers?
I think I did 10% of Sleep's damage. 10% of what he did. He did like 90% more damage than me, or some disgusting number. Absolutely crazy. So we do have a discussion here about.
He did 78,000 damage.
We do have a discussion here about Leap of Faith coming up, and it's a little controversial. So our Holy Priest basically just wants to use Leap of Faith to help us out in moments when we need it. So, for example, the mobs that are coming up here do that. The ability that roots you with the chains, right? So this chick, this Overseer, does like those chains that you have to run away from. I just immune the damage with a cloak, but I can't immune it every time. So basically, Lynx wants to like grip people in moments that are appropriate to do so, and that's not the wrong instinct. He's correct to have that instinct. The issue is that, as we get into in this discussion, is that most people just don't enjoy being gripped. It's got this really bad connotation now, the life grip, Leap of Faith from a priest. It's actually an incredibly useful tool, potentially like game-breaking sometimes. It's really, really strong to be able to reposition somebody in an instant just like that. But the issue with it is that people don't want to lose control of their character. And Kaz talks about that a little bit later. So I want to pass the question off to you guys. What do you think about Leap of Faith?
I'm self-conscious about how much damage he did. But...
What do you guys think about Leap of Faith and its usage for priests? Do you think that it's really annoying whenever you get gripped? Do you hate getting gripped by priests? Is it something that you think is actually useful? And if it's used in the proper context, then it's a very good tool. I want to hear what you guys think down below about Leap of Faith. I'm going to move ahead to the discussion that we get into a little bit more up here. Kaz.
Swap them around. Fucking getting yoinked across the map. They didn't initiate it. Fucking, it's annoying.
Like right here, I could have ripped.
It's coming up here. We're talking about it.
Oh, someone pulled.
Here it is here. Listen up.
Oh, come on. Thank you, Guardian Spirit thing. Where the fuck
Watch your step.
I can't see a tornado. I know it's annoying. But some people Kaz, that's what I'm talking about. I don't know why it's annoying though.
But I just explained to you what's annoying about it. It's not. You have control of your character, and all of a sudden somebody else does.
So that's Kaz sums it up perfectly. You have control of your character, and then suddenly somebody else does. And that is the jarring thing about Leap of Faith, is that you don't even see it coming. Suddenly it's there, and you're moved somewhere else, and it's like, oh crap. So I think that there's a couple things here. Number one, I think that Lynx's instinct to use Leap of Faith in dangerous moments is a good thing. You want your priest to have that kind of instinct, to be like, I'm gonna snap save somebody in a moment where they need it. The other time you can use it is when you explain to your team that you're going to use it. And I think Lynx did it earlier, and then somebody still complained about it. But that's okay. It's just some people just don't ever want you to use Leap of Faith on them, and that's fine. I don't care, actually. I don't mind having Leap of Faith used on me. But if the priest tells me beforehand that they're going to Leap of Faith me, that is actually, I think, where it becomes very useful. I think that if you just do it to people instinctively, they'll probably be mad at you because they didn't see it coming. But if you tell them
that's the biggest one, for sure. I agree, it's a cool tool, but people don't like losing control of their character, so. Even if it's a good thing.
And it is too bad, because the instinct from Lynx to use Leap of Faith is correct. It's just that, unfortunately, we have this connotation with the spell now, because people have used it to troll their teammates so often that it kind of has this bad connotation, I think. And it's kind of an unfortunate piece there.
Again, more on the urn here. I'll go get the fiery guy.
Let's skip to Tarvold. Let's keep going here. 219.30.
69, but
so Executor Tarvold, this is a very difficult boss fight on Tyrannical, right?
Yeah. Precisely.
Sanguine Depths in general is a very difficult dungeon on Tyrannical because of this boss and because of Beryllia, the next boss. They're very, very difficult. So, again, one amazing tool for Outlaw Rogue right here is Blade Flurry. I can simply spread my single target attacks to nearby enemies, so I don't lose any damage on the boss when I switch to doing damage to the ad, which I do. I switch to the ad, but I have Blade Flurry rolling, so it's all good. It's up again. I'm going crazy on the ad. There we go. I do get tagged here, unfortunately. We have to move a little bit. But I think Lynx gets me right away, which is pretty great. So our damage is really good. I think I have a massive... Yeah, I have a massive pistol shot. I want to show off the Greenskin Whiskers Legendary. Remember, after I fire between the eyes, my next pistol shot does 300% damage. Between the eyes also gives you 20% crit, by the way. So watch this. It's coming up here.
Watch the NATOs. Watch the NATOs.
220-40. We're at 220-12, so give it 20 more seconds. You're going to see the biggest Giga pistol shot I've ever seen in my life. I think Hero Touch of Death's this ad here, which is really cool. Look at it. It's at like half health. Look at the health. Hero our monk. There, he just deletes it. So that's really helpful, actually, on this fight, to delete the ad like that with Touch of Death. Very, very good. So, 220, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay, we're almost there. Okay, you ready for this? This suspense is killing me.
Watch the ad here. Right away.
Okay,
Kill that thing.
there we go. I press between the eyes. Now, my next pistol shot, I have the buff up here. My next pistol shot will do 300% more damage. Watch this. 22k. Pistol shot. The like tooltip on pistol shot says that it does like 1,500 damage or something, or like 2,000 damage. So it did 300% more, and it crit right there for like 22k. I don't know why it did 22k. I must have had a buff rolling on Roll the Bones or something, but 22k. That's the power of this legendary. That's what it can do for you. Imagine if that had been in a pure AoE situation. I mean, it was in a partial AoE situation. I did 13k over here to the regular boss. So I did 22k to the ad, 13k to the boss. That's really powerful. That's what Outlaw Rogue can bring to a fight like this, where you need to focus on ads, but you don't want to lose damage on the boss. That's where Outlaw Rogue can shine. So really, really cool stuff. And really cool to see the Greenskin Whiskers. Legendary in effect there. Now, we're at 73% trash, which is enough trash to do the rest of the dungeon. We actually don't have to do any more. But
we can. So what do you? So Sleep. If we kill 2 more % up here, we skip the triple mini boss. Is that what you're saying?
I think so. Yeah.
I don't. Oh, you got Shroud.
So the call here is to say, let's get to 75% on the trash count. And then we can skip the triple mini boss later. I'm going to show you what that looks like in a little bit. Here's the Beryllia boss fight. I just want to say a couple things about this.
I think you're the one telling me.
Number one, we don't have to get more than 2 orbs. We should, but basically, you're going to press Feint. I have Feint rolling. Every single time she does this, look how much health we lose. On higher Tyrannical,
grab like 2
you will need to grab like 3 orbs plus Feint, but that's all you really need. And then one of these you can just hit with your cloak. You can just cloak the entire thing.
No. There was a lot in melee.
I think I cloak the next one. Oh, no, this one I don't. Look at, I'm kind of panicking. I only have 1 orb. I press Feint. I grab a second orb, and I still only take 60% of my health. So I'm fine. Then the next one, after this, I'm able to cloak. So I just keep doing damage, and then I press cloak, and now I'm invincible. So many tools as an Outlaw Rogue, not just to keep you safe, but to help your team, because there's a limited number of orbs that spawn on the ground. And the more that you can let your team pick up, the better it is. People like Lynx on his Holy Priest literally have no way of mitigating damage there. Like, I think you can do Fade, which is their threat reduction ability, and there's a Conduit that reduces your damage taken by a little bit after that. But, like, it's pretty lame, whereas we have so many tools to do that, so we might as well use them. Here's the pack that we're going to skip. We cloak this.
Oh, wait, hold on.
I forgot to distract these guys. I forget, it wasn't on my bars because I was doing some PvP, excuse me. But you don't actually have to distract, it turns out.
Yes, don't need to
You can just walk right past. So Then we get to the gauntlet. I'm going to show Sleepy's damage here once again. 227.40. Let's go to there. Watch this. This is disgusting. Oh, it's right there. 106K. Look at that. We're going to get to it, though. Watch this. 30K, 39, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 97, 100, 106. I think he gets to 107 here. 106 there on 107. It spiked for a second. 1,000 damage per second. I'm doing literally 10% of it. Well, he was doing 1.7. I'm doing like I'm doing 20% of his damage or something. Just like
Watch the
outrageous numbers.
Oh my god, it's so ridiculous.
And then he trolls me. He's
Look
like,
at your damage.
he's
It's
like,
so
catch up to me, bro.
awesome.
Let's go. It was pretty funny. His damage was fantastic. Like, oh my god, that's what you want, man. Just so much damage.
It's such a
Let's
mystery.
get to the boss fight. General Kaal. One interesting thing I want to talk about here that Lynx brings up again, our Holy Priest. First of all, our damage is pretty good, but he's talked many times in this boss fight about being able to dodge that dash
Let's
ability
get her
that she
down,
does right there.
right away if we can.
So she does an ability where she dashes to you and puts a bleed on you. There is a way to avoid it. Wicked Rush is what it's called. So you can see she's dashing to people right now. They both get hit there, which is unfortunate. But I'll show you how to dodge it in a second here. I didn't dodge it there. I tried, but I failed.
Don't stop moving. She can't hit you with that.
So
Yeah, I tried it. I just didn't. go
Lynx
quick
is
enough.
talking about it again.
Like, no, that part you can't really dodge because you're dodging the red shit.
So I try it right here, I think, after this Gloom Squall. Here we go. I'm trying it right here. So I have the arrow above my head, okay? And then the idea is to just run in a straight line so that when she dashes to you, she's going to dash like behind you because you're running this way, and she's going to dash to whatever position you're at a certain point. She'll only dash there, and then you keep running, and it misses you. Ready? Here we go. Run, run, run. There, she dashed behind me. It missed me. My raid frames have no debuff on me now. However, my argument to Lynx here, because he was saying you don't have to use any movement speed abilities, I think that's technically correct. But to be able to pull this off successfully, you really do have to use like a sprint or something. Like
I'm just gonna go jump off the edge and
realistically
she'll be able to get
speaking,
me.
if you want this to be successful, you probably have to use a sprint. Here, I try to dodge it this time.
Yeah, sometimes you can't really.
I'm not able to run far enough to get away from it. So just some tips and tricks for Kaal on Tyrannical Week. That bleed does so much damage. So use your sprint to avoid it. It's also a physical dot, so you can't get rid of it from evasion, and you can't get rid of it with cloak. So you just have to outrun it with sprint, and it will work. So
spell the entire.
so there you go. That's the end. We did 12.4K overall. Sleep did 19.2.
Cloak.
Oh my god, look at his damage, man. Let's go back to the gameplay. He did 19.2K overall. Absolutely disgusting stuff from Sleep. It did 100K on multiple packs, so very cool. But our damage was good, man. This was with the different legendary, of course. This is with Greenskin Whiskers. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about this legendary. I think it's very good. Obviously, with the 4-piece tier set, you're getting it for free. As you saw on that boss fight, it did 20,000 damage, some disgusting number. So I'm happy with it. I'm a little bit miffed that it's so lame. Like it's just passive, right? I love Blunderbuss because it's like boom, 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 you know. So I don't know. It's definitely good though. Don't get me wrong. I think it's very, very solid. So that's it, guys. That was our plus 15 Sanguine Depths. We're still climbing with the Rogue, getting more gear. I'm only 259. I need to work on. I'm gonna upgrade this today. Hopefully, get my Cinch of Unity upgraded. And on top of that, I need to just get more gear. Hopefully get some weapons soon. I have not been upgrading my weapons because I'm hoping to get one in the vault. I've just been upgrading my tier pieces instead. Because that seems like I'm never going to swap those things out. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Drop a like if you like this video. And, oh my God, my webcam. Why? I'm just going to turn on for the outro. Such a troll. Listen, drop a like if you like this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out the Patreon if you want to support me on a monthly basis, guys. I am trying to make this work as a full-time gig, and I'm going to need the support on Patreon. If you want to help me out there, I would really appreciate that as well. Until the next one, guys, thanks for watching.